Every year we come into the NFL with a couple of teams that you take a look at and they're like, this team actually might shock some people. And I think there's a lot of teams in the NFL that really could take a huge step forward. But here are our top five risers, if you will, in the NFL that we think are going to be teams that really do go out and show out this year. So it all's got to start with the Chicago Bears. That's right. I really feel like between their top three wide receivers, between Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool, and DJ Moore, I really feel like Equanimeous St. Brown, even like Tyler Scott, who's the steal of the draft, Velus Jones Jr. as well. Like top to bottom, this offense I think is going to be humming this year. I'm really excited about it because of Justin Fields and really the kind of supporting cast he's going to have. I think this offensive line is going to be much better. His defense, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm still a little worried about it, particularly at the edge rusher position, but as long as defensive tackle like Zach Pickens, Andrew Billings coming over from the Raiders is a big time find if you ask me. Jervin Dexter Sr., also the secondary is going to be pretty good. You picked up Tremaine Edmonds there in free agency, and honestly, this entire and Noah Sewell, although also by the way is a huge big time steal for him there in the draft. But this defense picked up a couple of big names on defense, this team picked up a couple of big names on defense in free agency, also in the draft. They're helping out this offensive line. This wide receiving core is looking legit. So top to bottom, the Chicago Bears. I know that the Detroit Lions are getting a lot of love this offseason, but quite honestly, the Bears are going to be a team that I really do think could end up shocking the NFL. Number 4, I think it's the Atlanta Falcons. So the Falcons, to me, like they're loaded on offense. We've touched on them in the past, but overall the Falcons, it really is going to come down to how well Desmond Ridder does distribute the football. You get guys like Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Mac Hollins there at wide receiver, Scotty Miller also as well that you're really excited about too. But even guys like Kyle Pitts, you're really kind of wondering how this is going to go from the very start of things. Tyler Algiers, 1,000-yard rusher last year. Cordero Patterson, just the dude that continually gets it done. Plus this defense. So bringing over Calais Campbell, you bring also guys over from the Saints like David Onyemata, as well as guys like Caden Ellis, who I'm really excited about. Troy Anderson coming up with the former second-round pick from Montana, I'm really excited about. I just really feel like just top to bottom, I'm really excited about this entire Falcons squad because I do think there's going to be some big things, even from guys like Arnold Epiketti, who I think is going to have himself a really good second year here with the Falcons. So, and defensively, you've got one of the best corners in the NFL in A.J. Terrell, who does not, I repeat, not get the love that he absolutely deserves because he's one of the best. He's going to have a big year this year as well. He's going to really put himself on the map. Plus, you brought in Jesse Bates as well as Richie Grant, the former second-round pick, who I had a huge crush on in the draft a couple of years ago. But overall, this defense is looking like nails. It really does come down to how well Desmond Ridder will play because I do think that the Falcons, they might shock some people. They've got a really good offense going. Plus, again, that defense is young and upcoming. Number 3, it's the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers, to me, are a team that, quite honestly, every single time, they get somebody on offense, like this offseason was so exciting. Their defense is it's young, it's fast, it's exciting. It always has been. On the D-line there, you got Derek Brown and Brian Burns. Also, guys like Marquise Hayes Sr. That secondary is just nasty, absolutely nasty, with guys like Jeremy Chin, J.C. Horn and company. Yes, I know the whole thing with J.C. Horn, the injury, he's going to be back and good to go. But really, this entire defensive line and the secondary, I'm excited about. You really are excited to see what the rookie quarterback does in Bryce Young. You got Miles Sanders, Adam Thielen, DJ Chark, Terrace Marshall Jr., Laviska Shenault, Jonathan Mingo, who we said is going to be the steal of the draft. Also, you got Anthony Dalton really backing this whole thing up. So, and honestly, the Panthers don't need like huge big time quarterback play, just some solid play, please. Just not that bad. Honestly, I think the Panthers are going to be a lot of fun this year under Frank Reich. I think they've got a lot of good things going for them. This defense is young and opportunistic, and we covered all of that. Number 2, I think it's the Denver Broncos. Now, I know that might be a little bit of a shock because, you're just coming off a year in which Russell Wilson, didn't exactly impress. It wasn't fantastic, but Russell Wilson under a guy, like Sean Payton, I do think that he is the guy. If there's anybody that can get it out of Russell Wilson now, it's Sean Payton. So, yes, Javonte Williams, he's going to be a little bit of a question mark because coming off that ACL injury, but you got guys like Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, Greg Dulcich coming up, the second-year tight end. I'm really excited to see what he does. Also, guys like Marvin Mims there and KJ Hamler. Marvin Mims is going to be a lot of fun to watch this year. Then, yes, you brought in Frank Clark recently, DJ Jones, Baron Browning, who gets it done there along the linebacker position for him, Josie Jewell, Randy Gregory, Pat Surtain, Justin Simmons. Like, literally, this defense has some tools. It's got some pieces. And really, all it does take is, like, literally coaching makes such a big difference in the NFL, and I'm really excited to see what it does for the Denver Broncos here. And then the number 1 team, yes, I know there's a lot of teams, a lot of outlets that have been doing this, but I really feel like the Detroit Lions probably are going to win the NFC North this year. It pains me to say that as a Vikings fan, but overall, the Detroit Lions, everything is just looking really good for this team right now. So, yes, Jahmyr Gibbs, I know Jamison Williams is suspended, but you still have guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown, Hendon Hooker. The question is, how fast is he going to develop? Is he going to be potentially be a huge steal of the draft here? I think it's definitely a possibility, but you are really excited to see what the Detroit Lions do. Even defensively, that was obviously the biggest question for this team. Romeo Okwara is that dude on the edge. Also, we really like what we saw out of rookie top 5 pick in Aiden Hutchinson last year. He's a stud. You got Jack Campbell, who's probably going to start right away as a rookie. James Houston just is an absolute stud too. A former 6th-round pick, I believe, coming up last year that just absolutely shocked everybody. This defense is young and opportunistic. The secondary brought in Cameron Sutton over from the Steelers as well. Emmanuel Mosley going to be in there. Kirby Joseph, who had like 4 interceptions as a rookie. C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I mean, just absolutely nasty. Brian Branch, too, is a former projected, like literally a top 15 pick. I mean, I really don't see a team right now that is going to really do a lot better just in terms of shocking the NFL in terms of the Detroit Lions. Like this, honestly, I'm really excited for the Lions. I really feel like the Vikings, there's too many question marks, specifically on the defensive side of the football. They just let go of Dalvin Cook, so I really don't know what to expect from the Vikings. But if I had to put money on it, if I had to put any kind of sunflower seeds on this thing, I would definitely do the Detroit Lions being the shocker of the NFL this year. I think they're going to come out, make the playoffs, and really make some noise. But let us know what you guys think about our top 5 teams. That's 10. Our top 5 teams that could shock the NFL. Make sure you guys like and comment down below. That's how people find they find the show. You guys get the drift. But let us know what you guys think about our top 5 teams that could shock the NFL.